going on, guys? It's Icy Sports here, and this is our first video. We're gonna be talking about the NBA draft, breaking it down. So here you go. Obviously, at the number one pick, Marco Fultz, the guard out of Washington. Even though he didn't lead his Huskies to March Madness or even get close, for that matter, he's a legitimate stud. His 6'4" frame gives him plenty of size, and his eye-popping athleticism will only make him tougher for opposing opponents for him to guard.
With the number two pick, Los Angeles Lakers select Lonzo Ball, point guard from UCLA. Ball isn't a perfect prospect where he can be bullied by stronger players and will face enduring questions about the merits of unorthodox but effective form. Perhaps it'd be tougher for him to create separation with his patented step back against NBA length and athleticism while he uses that sideway new release.
With the number three pick, Boston Celtics select Jason Tatum, small forward out of Duke. A pretty good pick for the Celtics. They're not known for allowing outside perception to influence their draft board, and that explains why they played a part in this pick. A lot of people were saying that they might pick Josh Jackson or De'Aaron Fox, but they went with Jason Tatum. But there's no guarantees here, since Tatum will need plenty of touches in a system that filters so many toward Isaiah Thomas and Al Horford. Adjustments will be necessary to make a perfect fit.
Alright, with the number four pick, Frank Suns select Josh Jackson, small forward from Kansas. One of the best defenders in this draft class. Jackson's biggest weakness that is he can use a bit too aggressive. He has to control those instincts to avoid risks in the NBA, but not by much. The Suns want him to hound opposing wings with this incredible mortar while wandering away from his own marks to provide a weak side help.
Okay, number five, Sacramento Kings select De'Aaron Fox out of Kentucky. The biggest concern for De'Aaron is obvious. More and more every year, the NBA is a shooter's league, but this point guard only shot 24.6% of his three-point attempts during his freshman campaign with the Wildcats, which allowed defenders to sag off him virtually every possession. His quickness still overwhelms them, but that same strategy might not work against professional stoppers. Fox's athleticism makes him a two-way force in this league.
The number 6 overall draft, Orlando Magic select Jonathan Isaac, small forward from Florida State. Athleticism is the first trait to jump off the page. While watching Isaac, he can leap out of the gym to protect the rim as a weak-sided shot blocker, and has plenty of capability of sprinting toward the hoop to finish an offensive play. His lateral speed lets him remain with tough defensive assignments by he has burst necessary to stand by whoever's guarding him before creating a shot off the dribble.
Now, number 7, Chicago Bulls select Lauri Markkanen. This was obviously part of the Jimmy Butler trade, but we'll get into that in another video. Anyway, he's a tremendous shooter with his quick release that should become nearly unblockable with further practice. His range extends well beyond the three-point arc, and he'll drag many a defender outside.
Number 8 pick, Knicks select Frank, point guard from France. But the New York Knicks are going from upside here, and he poses that in spades right away. He should be a fantastic superior defender to Derrick Rose and make life easier for the interior defenders patrolling Madison Square Garden. The lane even gives him the ability to switch on multiple positions, which is unavailable in a league that has so many three initiating pick and roll actions.
Number 9 pick, Dallas Mavericks, Dennis Jones Jr., point guard of NC State. Cuban did a fantastic job with this pick. This was an absolute steal at the number 9 spot. I feel like he should have gone way higher in the draft. But anyways, he's a remarkable, explosive point guard who's never afraid to jam on someone. He's 6'2". He's quick with his first step and loves nothing more to drive. The fuck? This NC State product is a remarkably explosive point guard who's never afraid to dunk on someone. He's a 6'2" guard. He's quick with his first steps and loves nothing more than driving to the paint, which can, admittedly, become easier to predict and shut down when the scouting report is out. His quick hands also allow him to rack up steals, and he rarely hesitates to get aggressive on defense.
Alright, with the number 10 pick from Trailblazers select is Zach Collins, power forward / center from Gonzaga. A fluid athlete who thrives when he's allowed to move up and down the court. Collins has strong flashes of ability to score in all situations. He has 3-point range on his even improving jumper, possesses even athleticism to finish lobs around the hoop, and plays nice touch in between. Plus, he can even hit teammates with surprising accurate passes chops when defense starts to collapse around him.
With the number 11 pick, Charlotte Hornets select Malik Monk from Kentucky. This was another steal in the draft. He should have gone at least top 10. He desperately needs to add more strength to his 6'3" frame and could fall into the habits of an insufficient gunner, taking plenty of bad shots and trying to shoot himself out of a cold spell. But he's still a very talented guard. He can still shoot, he can still drive, and he's not afraid to play aggressive defense. He has showed enough to prove he has as much scoring upside as anyone in this draft class. But it's by no means ridiculous to think Monk could develop into a combo guard capable of producing an efficient 25 points on any given night, thanks to a sterling blend of athleticism, handles, and touch from the outside.
With the number 12 pick, the Detroit Pistons select Luke Kennard, shooting guard from Duke. The former Duke standout is a solid athlete, even if he doesn't possess the hops that typically go hand in hand with lottery wings. His 6'5" wingspan won't help him on defense either, but so long as he drills triples, the other aspects of the game, smart, potentially defense, and knack for secondary playmaking, or chief among them, won't matter much.
With the number 13 pick, the Utah Jazz selected Donovan Mitchell, the shooting guard out of Louisville. He's an elite defender, and it may take some time for his offense to come around, though you shouldn't be worried about his development going down, because he might go down the Michael Kidd-Gilchrist route. But he's already one of the best perimeter defenders in this draft.
With the number 14 pick, Miami Heat select Bam Adebayo, power forward / center from Kentucky. Adebayo will help from turf an interior duo on defense next to him, but he'll find another limited offense player who won't scare teams while operating outside the paint early in his career. Apparently, Miami plan to win games by holding the opposing team to 60 points per game.
Alright, so we don't make this video too long. We're just going to stay with the top 15 picks. So at number 15, Justin Jackson, the small forward from North Carolina. He doesn't really feel like a Sacramento Kings kind of player, but he's going there after the organization traded down, acquiring a selection from the Portland Trail Blazers. The King have typically valued pure ability and upside over cerebral contributors who seldom make the wrong plays, and that latter is exactly what Jackson became during his 3-year career with the North Carolina Tar Heels. He rarely takes bad shots, but instead picks the spots to showcase his perimeter jumper while constantly seeking out open mid-range attempts. He doesn't turn the ball over, even though he works as a playmaker more frequently than a typical 6'8" small forward. Alright guys, so that was our video. Let us know if you want to see more of this.
Subscribe and like.
Yeah, subscribe and like. Subscribe to our main channels. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, peace out guys.